This is Mark Henry on the Marc Sports here at No Line, No Shine. King of the trench warfare. Brandon Tucker's in the house. Coach Tucker, how you doing?
I'm good, man. It's a blessing. It's a blessing.
Now talk about some of the guys that you were working with that came out and stood out today.
So defensively, of course, the baby that was in the final, Cameron Robinson, young kid, 2022 at John Paul, had 7 sacks, I believe, as a freshman on varsity. Had a really great showing. Of course, Shamar Turner from DeSoto, 2021 kid. I think he's got 8 or 9 offers already. He had a great showing as well. Of course, the young man that won it, Ochoa from Saxe.
Yep.
Outstanding job by him today, man. So a lot of great performances by some young kids, 2022s and 2021s.
Now, you focus on the defensive side. Let's talk about the importance of getting off the ball, your first step.
That's everything. It actually starts with your stance. You know, a functional stance is going to lead to a great get off. So make sure you understand your keys. Today is verbal keys, but you know your get off it starts and ends your pass rush.
Now, talking at the high school level, at each level really, a lot of times kids don't get a chance to do these kind of camps.
Right.
How does this help shape a kid when they get ready to put the pads back on?
And that's why we do this, right? There's a couple other guys that do lineman camps, lineman events such as this. I know Coach O puts one on. It's an incredible platform for the bigs. You know, we don't have 7-on-7 like everybody else. And so it's important for us to grab our reps anywhere we can and going into spring football especially so that we're not rusty. You know, we've got a body of work behind us, you know, get some experience, especially going against kids that aren't your teammates that you don't normally see. So it's extremely important for this from a developmental standpoint. Because if you can block in t-shirts and shorts, when it's time to put on that combat equipment, it's that much easier.
Now talk about the aggressiveness that we saw out there today. Sometimes when you get kids together, they don't know each other and they start out kind of slow. But it looks like from the whistle, from the first snap, the guys were really aggressive.
Right, that's trench culture, right? You got to be a dog in the trench. But at the same time, you saw it didn't go past a certain point. And that's because of the mutual respect that the offensive line and defensive line have for each other.
Well, I think it's a great name that you call it trench warfare because it starts in the trenches.
Correct. How
important is it to set a tone as a defensive lineman from the first snap?
I mean, anybody that's ever played the game knows that very first snap, that's letting your opponent know what they're going to have to deal with all day. And so we want to come out aggressive and nasty right from the start.
All right, now tell everybody where they can get in touch with you. Some guys that may not have been here today that want to get that training.
For sure.
Give them your Twitter. How can they get in touch with you?
So the easiest way to get in contact with me is to jump on the website, which is www.trenchwarfare.us. All of my social media handles, my phone number, email, everything is there. You can also see the body of work that I've done over the last 15 years. So, you know, not to take away from a young guy getting started, because once upon a time that was me. But when you're in the trench, you need to be working with somebody. Doesn't matter who they are. You need to be working with somebody to master your craft.
All right, king of the trench warfare, Brandon Tucker. This is No Line, No Shining on the Marc Sports. There you have it. Appreciate it, Coach.